You've started 3 side hustles this year: a podcast, a dropshipping store, maybe a YouTube channel, but none of them made it past week 3. Not because you're lazy, but because no one told you the truth about how success actually works. Most people don't fail because their ideas were bad. They fail because they ran out of momentum. Every abandoned project becomes a gravestone in your mind. It stacks up until you believe finishing isn't in your DNA. Unfinished projects don't just disappear. They pile up, and soon, they start defining you. But it's not about failure. It's about misalignment between your vision, your expectations, and your systems. Motivation is a sugar rush. Systems are metabolism. In Atomic Habits, James Clear said, "You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems." Motivation gets you to start. Discipline keeps you going. Most people confuse feeling good with being ready. But the real work starts the moment you feel bored, tired, or unsure, and show up anyway. That's the difference between dabblers and finishers. Systems don't rely on how you feel. They rely on whether you act. So don't build your life around inspiration. Build it around implementation. You don't need a perfect plan. You need a repeatable one. Steven Pressfield calls it resistance. The invisible force that pulls you away from meaningful work. It whispers, just scroll for 5 minutes. Do it tomorrow. What if it's not good enough? The more important a task is to your growth, the more resistance you'll feel. But here's the trick. Resistance has no power if you move before it speaks. Start fast. Start sloppy. Start small. Every time you act through resistance, you weaken. The moment you feel it, say, "Thanks for the warning. Now I go." Big change doesn't come from massive action. It comes from boring repetition. That's the slight edge, doing small, smart actions every day that compound into extraordinary results. Write 1 paragraph, upload 1 video, reach out to 1 client. Most people chase intensity. The successful chase consistency. 1 brick a day builds a wall. 1 wall a week builds a house. The difference between success and regret is who keeps showing up. If it feels too small to matter, that's your sign to do it. Perfection is procrastination in a mask. You don't need to impress anyone. You need to prove to yourself that you can follow through. In Show Your Work, Kleon says, share the process, not the polish. Document, don't obsess. Your first try will be awkward. That's the cost of growth. Hit publish before you're ready. Let people see the version you're ashamed of. Because when you look back 30 uploads later, you'll be grateful you started, not that you waited. So this is your challenge. Choose 1 thing, not 5, not 3, 1. Make it your mission for the next 30 days. Every day, do 1 thing to build it. Post about it. Track it. Stick to it. Not because you're trying to win in 30 days, but because you're trying to become someone who finishes. By day 10, you'll want to stop. That's exactly when you keep going. By day 20, it becomes part of you. By day 30, you won't just have progress, you'll have proof. Proof that you can do what you said you would. Proof that you don't need motivation, just motion. This isn't your first idea, but it can be the first one you finish. Start now. Not perfect, just honest. You don't need another plan. You need to show up before the doubt speaks and never stop. That's how you finish. That's how you win.